Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, torn up by a tornado, the damage caused by a twister on a farm and community south of Edmonton. Trump's tariffs, new American sanctions against Canada as the U.S. ambassador visits Edmonton. And fighting crime and cancer, two girls getting the RCMP experience of a lifetime.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
A family in central Alberta is picking up the pieces after a tornado tore through their property, damaging and destroying several buildings. The cleanup is expected to take weeks, if not months. There it goes. This video is from the town as the tornado touched down Saturday. No injuries have been reported. Town officials say they are dealing with significant property damage, fallen trees, and ongoing safety concerns. They're calling the extent of the damage truly remarkable. The town's cleanup schedule started this morning and includes removing trees and clearing debris from storm drains. Saturday night's storm put a stop to multiple outdoor events in Edmonton. Now some people are looking for refunds. The Great Outdoors Comedy Festival stopped its show right before headliner Matt Rife was set to take the stage. People with single night tickets were offered complimentary passes to performances on Sunday. Meanwhile, people at the Neon Skies Festival in Ice District also had to evacuate before headliner Kesha could perform. One woman says she reached out to the festival looking for compensation, but has not heard back.
We are guests. We are customers. We're here because we are the people who make Neon Skies what it is. Without customers, without guests, there is no Neon Skies.
The Oilers Entertainment Group says it's reviewing next steps and will communicate directly with ticket holders when more information becomes available. This summer's record-breaking rain is making its mark on city infrastructure with erosion, flooding, and bridge closures. CTV's Miriam Valdez-Carletti has more on the toll the weather is taking on Edmonton.
This isn't a paddling adventure Raft Henderenda planned this summer.
It's pretty surreal. I didn't think I would ever kayak on a road, but there is no more road. It's now a creek.
6 weeks ago, Horseshoe Creek and 137th Avenue looked like this. Now the road has further eroded with more water flowing through. EPCOR says it's working to pump out all that water.
It looks like they're doing lots, but really they're not moving a lot of water, and it shows because the water level is not going down.
It's just some of the further damage caused by this weekend's rainstorm, from downed trees to flooded roads. That rain created a pond in the Yellowhead underpass on 82nd Street, leaving people and cars stranded. The city also closed the high-level bridge west sidewalk due to a slope failure. One engineer says the damage can create a domino effect.
One failure could impact. When the power goes, maybe the pump doesn't work. It's just that there is interconnectivity between these infrastructure.
Bayet says it's not about construction quality.
Start, for example, for road infrastructure, water is #1 enemy.
And it's an enemy that's hitting Edmonton hard.
What we are talking is not about the failure. What we are talking about road strength. If we are basically putting more than what we designed it for, it's going to impact the infrastructure.
EPCOR says it's trying to temporarily solve the water issues at Horseshoe Creek while working on a long-term solution. Miriam Valdez-Carletti, CTV News, Edmonton.
And in a statement, the city of Edmonton says it won't know the long-term effects of all the flooding until full engineering assessments are performed. It says most regular operations have resumed on city roads. The city of Edmonton is activating its extreme weather response for poor air quality. Smoke from wildfires burning in the Northwest Territories is moving into Alberta. The city says the air quality health index is expected to be a 7 or higher for a few days. The city will open public facilities and make water and N95 masks available for anyone who needs them. Let's head over to the CTV Weather Center now. Corey filling in for Josh Clausen this week. So, Corey, where's the air quality sitting right now?
It's at a 10 plus, so not good at all. And we can see that as we look outside right now, the haze hanging through the river valley over the city. As far as cloud cover, it's partly cloudy right now, but you just wouldn't be able to tell because of all the smoke that's in the region. So very poor. We are under an air quality advisory right now. Much of northern Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, even into BC. And this is coming down from the areas north of the province into Alberta. And we're seeing this all the way through high-level Peace River, Grand Prairie, Cold Lake, and then as far south as Drayton Valley and Rimbey, as well as Camrose. Areas to the south, air quality is suffering a little bit, but not as much. As we take a look at the province right now, we are at a 10 plus. Tomorrow, we should see an improvement, a moderate health risk tomorrow. Right now, it's low in areas around Red Deer and Calgary, but the smoke is going to push further south, and they will see deteriorating air quality as well. But it will remain high to extreme for today and tomorrow in areas north of us. What does that mean? Well, the health risk is what we're talking about. For us, we're at 10 plus, so very high health risk. At-risk population, those with respiratory issues, cardiovascular issues, avoid strenuous outdoor activities. Even the general population will notice a difference as well, so reduce or reschedule strenuous outdoor activities. As far as the forecast, as we go throughout the late evening and overnight period, there's a slight chance of scattered showers. And then for tomorrow, we do see some clearing. 24 for a high as we look at your 3-day forecast, 29 Wednesday and 30 on Thursday. So we're going to clear out. We're going to heat back up. We'll talk 5-day next time we chat weather. Matt.
All right, Corey, thank you. The city of St. Albert is starting to scale back its flood response as water levels recede. The city is removing barriers installed along flooded trails near the Sturgeon River. The Kingswood boat dock is now open. The city says it's shifting from flood mitigation to recovery efforts. It also says it needs time to evaluate the damage before restoration work can begin.
We'll have to wait till the river levels recede a bit more before we can fully assess. But we are seeing things like we've seen some small sinkholes. We're watching some of the trees because some of the trees have they might have a bit of a lean to them. Some of the street lights along the trails. We expect there might be some cracking in some of the trails as well. So.
The city doesn't expect the damage to be too serious. It says people still need to be cautious, though, around the river and on trails. Calgary police have released new video of an 11-year-old who's missing. Parker Wells has been missing since Thursday. Police released this video taken Thursday, hoping someone will recognize him. Parker is nonverbal and was last seen at his care home in Calgary's North End. Police also say misinformation spreading online is tying up resources in the search to find him. Mounties say a CFL player originally from Leduc was driving on the wrong side of the road leading up to a deadly crash. 30-year-old Jaden Dulkey was the captain of the Saskatchewan Roughriders. RCMP say the silver SUV Dulkey was driving slammed into a black SUV on Saturday night near Lumsden, Saskatchewan. The other driver was also killed. Police say alcohol and cannabis were found in Dulkey's vehicle. Mounties also say they received a call from a business in Lumsden about 30 minutes before the crash about a gas and dash involving a silver SUV. A dairy company is apologizing tonight for a milk shortage in Edmonton. Saputo, the company behind Dairyland Milk, says it recently experienced an electrical issue at its production facility in Edmonton. The company says the issue has been fixed and it's working to get its milk back on store shelves. It expects everything will return to normal by the end of this week. Some stores are limiting how much milk customers can buy. Saputo apologized for the inconvenience and says it appreciates the patience of its customers. Coming up next on CTV News, the message from U.S. Ambassador to Canada at an economic summit in Edmonton.
This relationship is so critical. We need to grow it.
Wake up with us at CTV Your Morning Edmonton for the latest local news, up-to-the-minute weather, traffic updates, and lifestyle entertainment. There's no brighter way to start your day. CTV Your Morning Edmonton, weekdays 6 to 9. Watch live on Crave.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
Live shot of a soccer game at K-Days there. U.S. President Donald Trump says he's hitting Canada with a new 50% tariff on a wide range of goods. It comes on the same day the U.S. ambassador to Canada is visiting Edmonton. He and the Premier spoke to a business crowd in the city today. CTV's Connor Hogg joins us now with more on the Pacific Northwest Region Annual Economic Summit. So, Connor, what was discussed there today?
Matt, Alberta and Canada's economic future, trade with the U.S., and the upcoming referendum were all discussed today, hours before Trump's tariff announcement. U.S. Ambassador to Canada Pete Hoekstra discussed upcoming CUSMA renegotiations, key industries, and the importance of Canada-U.S. relations.
I think it would be helpful if we had, 400 people leave here, both sides of the border, talking about how important this trade relationship is.
The U.S. ambassador spoke about mutually beneficial industries for Canada and the U.S., such as energy and critical minerals, also naming aluminum, steel, and the automotive sector, all of which the Trump administration has already applied tariffs to. Hoekstra also says Alberta stands to benefit from big tech investment after its deal with Meta for a data center in Sturgeon County. Premier Smith was asked about the fall's upcoming referendum and investors' reaction to potential uncertainty surrounding it.
There's a certain segment of our Alberta population that want to file the divorce papers, and I want to go into couples counseling, so we're in that couples counseling mode right now, and I'm confident it'll work out as long as we can work through the issues one by one.
Again, these conversations happened before Trump's newest round of announced tariffs, covering products from wine to hockey sticks to cement. More on that coming up on CTV National News. Matt?
All right, Connor Hogg live in studio tonight. Thank you. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre is appointing a referendum lead for Alberta. In an open letter, Poilievre is instructing Conservative caucus member Dan Lloyd to listen to Albertans and address their concerns. Last month, Prime Minister Mark Carney appointed Morgan Breitkreutz as the government's advisor on separation issues. You can now apply to vote by mail in October's referendum. Elections Alberta says all eligible voters can apply for a special ballot so they can submit their vote by mail. The chief electoral officer says this may give people more time to review the 10 referendum questions, or if someone's going to be away on the voting days. Once you apply, a special ballot package will be mailed to the address provided. It also includes a prepaid return envelope. Completed ballots must be returned by mail and received by October 16th. Returning offices will not accept ballots. Full rules and applications can be found on the Elections Alberta website. The provincial government is reminding people about the dangers of invasive fish with a picture of a giant goldfish. The goldfish was recovered from a stormwater pond in Okotoks. It's about 30 centimeters across. That's roughly the size of a dinner plate. The province says you should never release aquarium pets, water garden plants, live food, sport fish, or live bait into Alberta waters and storm drains. Invasive species pose a big risk to native ecosystems. The province has an aquatic invasive species hotline so you can report any sightings. Still to come tonight on CTV News, how you can help the Edmonton Valley Zoo name its 3 Arctic wolf pups. The Edmonton Valley Zoo is looking for names for its 3 Arctic wolf pups. The zoo is accepting ideas on a post on its Facebook page until Sunday. Some suggestions so far are nature-inspired, like Bluebell, Lily, and Rose, or Snow, Ice, and Smoke. There are also some pop culture references. Valko is one of the most popular. That's the name of the character from a mobile game, Love in Deep Space, with wolf characteristics. Corey, I've got a few name ideas for the summer of weather we've been having here in Edmonton. None of them are appropriate for TV, though.
No, not at all. Not at all.
We got some more rain recently to add to our totals.
Yeah, depending on where you were, the official amount that we have from the city for Saturday was 35 millimeters, and then Sunday, 8.5. That was all at the Blatchford station. Some areas in the city may have easily seen more than that on Saturday, but take a look at this. This is average rainfall for July is 83 millimeters. We have received 180 at the Blatchford station. Let's take a look at the totals. Average annual precip for the year, 423 millimeters. June 1st to July 19th, so yesterday, so not including what we had this morning, 451, so bringing us up to 574 for the year so far. It has been a very wet year. Still not done with the rain, although the forecast does look a little bit drier over the next few days. We could see some showers as we go throughout the evening and overnight period, and then we're dealing with smoke for today. So we had the rain and showers this morning. We've seen some clearing. Hard to tell because of the smoke, and then that moved in, and now we're dealing with very poor air quality. Temperature right now, 21. That smoke really prevented us from warming up a whole lot more. A lot of this is dependent on our winds. The smoke is coming from wildfires north of Alberta, and the winds are coming in from the north, fairly light, but strong enough to bring that smoke down, pushing it all the way down towards Red Deer and Calgary. Their air quality is better than ours, but it will deteriorate a little bit overnight. So the wind forecast is expected to change for tomorrow, become more southerly. So we should see some of the smoke push back a little bit. 21 is where we are right now. Most temperatures in the province are in the 20s. We are seeing scattered showers from High Prairie and Grand Prairie towards Grand Cache, south of the city as well. To the north of us and northeast, partly cloudy, but again, you just can't tell because of all the smoke in the region. Mostly clear for us here in the Edmonton area, but as we go throughout the late evening and overnight period, there's a chance that we could see some more showers. And then as we go throughout tomorrow, we'll start to see the cloud break. We should see some bluer sky for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start off around 14, Jasper 8, Grand Prairie 9, to the East Lloydminster 12. As we take a look at highs for tomorrow, into the mid-20s we go, high level into the higher 20s, a high of 28 with lots of sun. Vegreville 24, to the south of us, Red Deer 22, Calgary 26, and Lethbridge 27. For us, as we go throughout the evening into the overnight period, a chance of scattered showers. Tomorrow, winds more southerly, so should push some of that smoke back. 24 for a high for tomorrow. 5-day forecast, Wednesday 29, 30 on Thursday as well as Friday. Lots of sun as we go throughout the week. Saturday, at this point, later in today, there's a chance of thunderstorms once again with a high of 25. But we do have some sunnier days, some hot days as well before we get to that. But we will keep an eye on that the closer we get to it to see how those thunderstorms do start to evolve and how they could possibly play out. Matt.
All right, Corey, thank you. Nearly 500,000 Alberta families are set to receive more money through Canada's child benefit payments. The payments are going up about 2% for eligible parents. Parents who have children under 6 years old will receive up to $8,157 a child. Parents with children between 6 and 17 years old can receive up to $6,833 a child. It works out to increases of between $135 to $160 a year. The benefit has been adjusted to inflation. About 3.5 million Canadians will see this increase. Canada's inflation rate slowed down in June to 2.8%. This is due mostly to fuel prices dropping when the U.S. and Iran briefly reached a peace deal. That's since fallen apart. The inflation rate in May was at 3.2%. The Bank of Canada warned last week uncertainty in the Middle East is making it difficult to forecast inflation. When we return, on duty for the day, why two girls are getting their moment as Mounties.
This is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Coming up tonight on CTV News at 6, a woman is sharing her story. She says she was sexually assaulted by a chiropractor in Edmonton. She's sharing her story with CTV's Jeremy Thompson in hopes others will come forward. Also tonight, the very latest in a search for a missing an 11-year-old boy and why one Alberta mom is calling for changes to the Amber Alert system. And at Horillac Park, it's hosting the world-class athletes this weekend, including Olympians. Those stories and more tonight on CTV News at 6 with Jeff Hastings. Here's a live shot of the Edmonton Expo Centre where players are attempting to play the world's longest soccer game. Local podcaster Chris Sheets has organized this event at K-Days to raise money for Alberta Dreams. That charity grants dreams to children with severe chronic or life-threatening illnesses. Last year, Sheets stayed on a Ferris wheel for 54 hours, raising more than 70 grand. He says he's hoping for a repeat this year The world record for the longest soccer game, by the way, is 60 hours. This one, they're hoping to play for 72. Sheets says there will be players of all skill levels and even some familiar faces.
We've got Jean Principe, of course, great Italian soccer player. We've got Janice Irwin. We've got Jelena Marjanovic, the boxer. From Price is Right, a local celebrity, Ashley Collingbull. We've got some pros, as I can see behind me, and then we've got a lot of novices and old men like me that'll be playing.
Speaking of records, more than 2,300 cyclists hit the road for a record-breaking fundraiser in support of cancer research. The Tour Alberta for Cancer started in Strathmore. Cyclists rode either 65 or 100 kilometers a day for 2 days. $12.5 million was raised for the Alberta Cancer Foundation. The foundation says that money will go a long way.
You know, cancer is pretty serious. It is. It is, and I don't want to diminish that. But it's also, if you come here, you see this incredible spirit, you see this incredible camaraderie, and you see joy, and it really represents what life's really all about.
This event has raised more than $123 million for cancer research since 2009. Well, from running robots to flying in helicopters, 2 girls are learning what it's like to be a Mountie. CTV's Ryan Rashog has more on their day.
10-year-old Maya Ferguson and 11-year-old Haley Nedeluck are getting an experience they'll never forget. Both girls are diagnosed with cancer. The Kids with Cancer Society is working with the RCMP and Edmonton International Airport to give the girls the full RCMP experience.
It's just really awesome because, like, not many people get to do this, and, well, this is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
We play a very, very small role, but it's whatever that we possibly can do. It's an absolute honor for us to be a part of this, and just maybe for 2 days they get to feel something different than they've seen in the past.
Deputy Commissioner Daru gets the rest of the day off. For today and tomorrow, the girls will replace him as co-commanding officers of the RCMP in Alberta.
You know, we were talking earlier, they were thinking maybe longer lunch breaks for everybody, a shorter day, I don't know. Or maybe they're going to make the work harder. But, you know, it's just a great opportunity, and we're so happy to be part of it.
Their first order, a helicopter ride around the airport.
You guys ready?
At first I was a bit nervous of taking off, but then once I got up, it was beautiful and very nice.
The co-CEOs were given a hero's goodbye as they boarded the plane to Regina. They're headed to the RCMP's Training Center depot for the graduates' dinner with the newest Mounties.
And we get to wear the red serges, and we're like the guests of honor.
Noah Rashog, CTV News, Edmonton.
And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.